夢か。そうだよな。女の子が3人俺とパーティーを組んでくれるなんてことを。
The Shy Hero and the Assassin Princesses. This was episode 1, but should you watch the anime? And here's the thing, first off, I'm a strong believer in episode 1 is going to be an anime's best foot forward. What I mean by that is episode 1 is going to show off everything that the anime has to offer. Some may not believe that, but I am a huge believer in episode 1 needs to be the anime's best showing. You can only make a first impression one time, and episode 1 is your first impression of the anime. And for most folks, it's make it or break it if it was a good taste in their mouth or if it wasn't. Now, when it comes to this show, there is a lot of potential, and there's potentially a lot to like here, but I'm super hot and cold on it. When it comes to these shows that has a shtick, and if you don't know what that means, that's totally okay. What that means is like it has a trope or it has like a specific thing that it does, and it's going to be a recurring theme all throughout the show. You have to make peace with either finding that trope or that shtick funny, or if you don't, there's not really a way forward from it. And I'm on the don't camp. The fact that every time he gets touched by a woman or, one of these little girls or whatever, every time that he gets touched, he is too shy and he ends up passing out and basically getting overstimulated and passing out from it. And at that point, like, he passes out like legitimately. So it's going to continue to be a thing to where they show us a lot of ecchi, right? They show us a lot of scandalous or risque scenes. And then the moment that he's involved, he's going to pass out. And it's going to be a recurring theme between him and all 3 of the girls. Now, the 3 girls are Gore, the Amazonian dominatrix, 𝐒𝐻𝐽, which is the daughter of the demon lord, which he is the hero, so he's supposed to kill. And then Anemone, which is a legitimate assassin. So out of the 3, she's the only legitimate assassin out of the 3 where that was her profession. The other 3 were just kind of contracted in different ways, right? Gore was contracted because she's trying to find somebody who she is like the impossible tame. 𝐒𝐻𝐽 was contracted through her dad, and then Anemone was just given a lot of money to assassinate him. And their big bright idea was to form a party with him so they can get closer to him and all this other stuff, which is totally cool. But I just think that the trope or the him getting overstimulated and passing out is gonna be recurring through the whole show. And you can see the writing on the wall. It'll probably have him barriers be broken. They'll probably go on some dates. He'll probably continue to save them. They'll probably grow warmer towards him. They'll probably, go from assassin to love. And, there's things that could definitely happen here. And you can see kind of where the show's going to be heading. I just don't know if I want to be on the ride for it. Because overall, I think this episode was pretty good. Decent, pretty good. I would put this at about a 6.5 out of 10. I would probably go with a 7 out of 10 to be gracious, but a 6 out of 10 based on my scale. And I just don't know if that's good enough compared to all the really excellent shows this season. Just today, I've watched Scoop Up by an S-ranked party or something like that. That was an excellent episode 1. My Dress Up Darling was today, which is a 10 out of 10. So it's at the end of the day on Saturday specifically, but then overall, just in the plethora of different anime offerings, I just don't know if this shtick is going to be funny because I didn't laugh, I did laugh when the girls were fighting, and I did find that funny. And I also found it funny where 𝐒𝐻𝐽 was trying to get them to play a card game and Anemone was really shy because that's her thing or whatever. I did laugh at that, but when I say laugh, it wasn't like ha 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 ha. It was like a smile, so it wasn't a full on laugh. There's been a couple other anime to where I have oh my god, I gotta pause because I'm crying from laughter. That just wasn't this, and I think that's what they're going for, and it didn't nail it for me. So I'm pretty cold on this one as opposed to being hot on this one. But ultimately, if I cover or not will be based on, how this video does. If there is a lot of love and a lot of people who show out for this video, then of course I will come back and watch it because there's a lot of appetite for it. And I will, kind of work through it because I think it will get I think it will be a decent anime. It's just that one thing when anime have a shtick, when anime have like this like little thing that they do over and over, that's where I begin to kind of be very like hesitant, just because those things can get old super fast. And I'm talking like within like the first 3 episodes, 4 episodes, like I'm over it. Like, can we move on from this thing? And I just feel like this show is going to be based on around the hero's reaction to the girls, and I'm just like, I just don't know if that's what I don't know if I can put up with that. Anyway, that's my thoughts so far. So this is should you watch The Shy Hero and the Assassin Princesses? This was a review of episode number 1. Will I be back for more? I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. Hit me with the like, and of course subscribe to the channel. We'll see if we're here for episode number 2. If we're not, there's tons of other anime that I'll see you in Summer Anime 2025. And you guys have a great rest of your day, weekend, month, year, whenever you're watching this. And I appreciate you guys even giving me a chance. All right, we'll see you guys next week for a different show, or we'll see you for more summer anime.